The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler, April 1st, St Gilbert of Caithness. The Scots have long honored St Gilbert as a great patriot because he defended the freedom of the Scottish Church against threats from England according to tradition. Born in Moray, St Gilbert received holy orders and was appointed Archdeacon of Moray. According to tradition, while still very young, he was summoned with the bishops of the Church of Scotland to a council held in Northampton in 1176. As spokesman for the Scottish bishops, he fervently and eloquently opposed the idea of making the prelates of northern Britain suffragans of the Archbishop of York. He firmly maintained the thesis that the Church of Scotland had been free from the beginning and that it was subject only to the authority of the Pope. Therefore, it would have been unjust to subject it to the authority of an English metropolitan, all the more so since the English and the Scots were perpetually at war. It seems that this was the idea that prevailed in the council. It is true that at the Synod of Northampton, a cleric named Gilbert made a speech to this effect, but it is very difficult to prove that it was the Gilbert who was appointed Bishop of Caithness in 1223. According to the Aberdeen Breviary, St. Gilbert served several monarchs. Legend has it that his friends burned the books in which he kept the accounts, hoping to discredit him, but the saints' prayers succeeded in bringing the books to the surface intact. After the murder of Bishop Adam, King Alexander appointed Gilbert Bishop of Caithness. The saint governed his diocese wisely for 20 years, built several shelters for the poor, erected the Cathedral of Dornoch, and by his preaching and example contributed to the civilization of his people. On his deathbed, he said to those around him, "I recommend to you 3 maxims which I have tried to observe all my life. Do not harm anyone, and do not try to take revenge if it is done to you. Bear with patience the sufferings that God sends you, keeping in mind that in this way he purifies his children for heaven. Finally, obey authority so as not to scandalize anyone."